Well, how's the next 7 days going to be? Well, they are looking rainy across the southwest. Low pressure, the leftovers of Evo, is going to move into Arizona, Utah, and parts of Colorado with heavy rainfall during the next 24 to 48 hours for Phoenix, but especially places like Las Vegas, southern Nevada, and perhaps over to Palm Springs, California. It could be 2+ inches of rain for Las Vegas during the next couple of days. Most unusual, but it could happen. Along the west coast, we're looking at some showers around Portland as well as maybe Seattle as we go through later today. The heat, that is really going to be a big story today. Look at Minneapolis, 99 degrees, comfortable in the northeast, Boston, New York, low to mid 80s. And then on Monday, looking at some severe weather chances here. Southern Minnesota into parts of northeast Iowa could have one of these thunderstorm complexes that sometimes try to develop along the edge where these big hot air weather patterns are. North of where the hottest air is, that's where the storms could develop today, and then tomorrow maybe a little further south. Minneapolis, 98 degrees today, 93 in Chicagoland, 89 in Louisville rather, 70 in San Francisco, 84 in Salt Lake City, 83 in Los Angeles, and a delightful 76 in Seattle. By Tuesday, high pressure still over the southeast, a dry weather pattern for a change. The northeast looks dry. It is hot in the Midwest. That is where the hottest weather will be. 98 in Minneapolis, 94 in Kansas City. Still looking at temperatures pretty hot in the southwest. Still a storm chance maybe for parts of the southwest, but storms will get more scattered, I think, as the week wears on here across the southwest compared to how it's going to be the next 24 hours. 105 in Phoenix on Tuesday, 77 in Seattle, and 72 in San Francisco. The heat is still here in the Midwest. Now we get to Wednesday. Cold front is on the move to the south and east. That will bring some storms into Boston, New York City, Washington, D.C. maybe by the time we get to Wednesday. Southeast still dry, and dry is good here. It's been very, very rainy all summer, and we're getting a break still through midweek. Atlanta, 88 degrees, 90 in Orlando. It's 90 in New Orleans, 94 in Houston as we go through midweek, 95 in Kansas City, 95 in Minneapolis. And in the west, we're looking at just some scattered thunderstorms here. The rains will not be widespread, more scattered on the rains by the time we get to the midweek here around Flagstaff and north of there up towards Bryce Canyon into western Colorado. And San Francisco, just beautiful Wednesday, 73 degrees. So Thursday, here we go in the northeast, looking at 82 in Boston, some showers for Bangor, Maine, as well as Portland, Maine. Elsewhere, it's dry and it's warm. 89 in Atlanta, 92 in Louisville, 89 in Washington. And Florida, you're drying out for a change as well as we get towards the middle and latter parts of next week. Only a slight storm chance for far south Florida by the time we get to Thursday. Dry elsewhere across the west. Still have a storm chance here across parts of the southwest. We get to the end of the week here. We'll see that front moving into the southeast. It's generally a dry front. A couple of scattered storms maybe for Atlanta and Raleigh. We're still looking dry across Florida. And in the northeast, it is beautiful. Boston, 77 degrees on Friday to end out the new work week. 82 in New York. And we're heading into Labor Day weekend here, and it looks pretty good across the northeast. At least it sure does right now. 90 in Minneapolis, a couple of storms across the west. And how about Saturday, the start of Labor Day weekend? Generally a pretty quiet weather pattern. Still could have some storms in Florida, Georgia, and across the Pacific Northwest.